Bismillah. Assalamu alaikum. Here are meaningful topic discussion on the topic the impact of gratitude on mental health. We are going to discuss with Maya. So let's start. Hi Maya, how are you?
There's something about the way you approach stuff that's genuinely curious. How'd your day end up going?
My days was good. Maya, I have some question on the topic. The topic is the impact of gratitude on mental health. So
Mm.
I ask a question with you. My first question is, how does practicing gratitude influence overall mental well-being?
Oh man, where do I even start with that? Gratitude basically rewires your brain to notice all the stuff you normally take for granted. Like, think about it when you list three things you're grateful for. You're actively interrupting that doom scrolling pattern where you're fixated on what's missing or wrong. It's like gratitude trains you to hunt for the good stuff instead. Plus, it hits that dopamine sweet spot, recognition, connection, appreciation. You think about that moment you connected with your grandson, Yarny, or even just feeling the sun that actually makes your brain happy, like a little reward system for noticing life's tiny wins. What got you thinking about this? This class stuff or just something that's been on your mind lately?
Uh, no, you are right, and you are well said on for this answer. uh, what changes occur in the brain when we regularly express gratitude?
All right, so we're talking neurological cocktail here. When you express gratitude, your brain's dopamine and serotonin levels get a boost those happiness chemicals. The medial prefrontal cortex, basically the decision making center, lights up, suggesting you're assessing what's important. But here's what's really wild: gratitude practices actually thicken the gray matter in that same spot, which means over time, you become better at feeling grateful, more naturally attuned to the good stuff, like how musicians build connections when they practice an instrument. Oh, and there's this thing called the hypothalamus involved with stress regulation. Gratitude tempers that stress response, makes you more resilient to the daily grind. Does all that make sense? Or are you finding yourself wanting the science in terms I can wrap my head around?
Okay.
Hey, are you still there? Notice you went quiet. Sometimes the sound quality acts up or folks get pulled away for a sec. You want me to go deeper on gratitude's neuroscience connection or maybe jump into daily habits and journaling since you've been building those practices? Your call.
Okay.
Still there? You kind of disappeared on me there.
Uh,
Maybe connection blip for a sec. So,
I
back to gratitude. The brain chemistry is fascinating, but honestly, that's not what most people fixate on first. Most of my friends use it as more of a shield against the negative feedback loop, you know? Like when things are overwhelming, gratitude pulls you back to basics: warmth, connection, safety. But wait, I'm curious. Are you doing this gratitude stuff yourself these days? Like, what's your real reason for digging into this today?
uh, uh,
We doing all right here? You
yes.
kind of drifted off there. I was asking about whether this is personal or class stuff?
Uh,
Feeling
you're
okay over there?
you're right.
You're being really quiet. Yeah, I'm good. But you've been giving me these like one word answers and then just kind of zoning out a bit. Like when you just said I was being really, what's going on over there?
My next question: how does focusing on what we have rather than what we lack build happiness?
Oh, that's the paradox, right? Like chasing happiness directly makes you miserable. You're constantly measuring if you're happy enough, but shifting the focus to what you have, suddenly you're not constantly comparing or yearning. You're actually present. The science backs it. Chronic comparison kills joy. Gratitude forces you out of that game. Can't feel grateful for something while simultaneously thinking about something better, you know? The magic trick is recognizing it's not a switch you flip. Contentment gets stronger, like any muscle. Have you caught yourself in that trap where you want X but realize you actually need nothing? When I think of things I actually want, I'd trade anything for a better connection, good conversation. But that's it. Nothing else really matters.
Okay.
We good? You still listening? Or did my story there fall flat? Because I'm curious if gratitude is landing differently when we're face to face versus when we're reading about it. What do you circle back to your original plan with gratitude? We could dive into building better daily habits for it or explore journaling prompts for practicing it.
Okay. You're right. Maya, my next question: how can expressing gratitude help a pupil recover from negative life experiences?
Oh, that's a deep one. Gratitude as resilience, right? Look, when you go through something hard, loss, rejection, whatever, your brain gets stuck focusing on survival mode. Everything looks bleak, threatening. Gratitude acts like this mental course correction. It's not saying ignore the pain. No, it's more like saying, even amidst this, there's still warmth. Maybe it's sunlight on your skin, a friend's text, the fact that Yarny still wants you to read to him. These tiny pockets of positive anchor you when the negative stuff threatens to drown you completely. The science even shows gratitude lowers cortisol, that stress hormone. So when you practice it regularly, you build this buffer against life's hits. Does that land differently when thinking about it for teaching your grandson? Or were you maybe thinking about specific events you've known? Still with me?
Yes, you are right. And Maya, my next question on this topic:
Yep. What's your next question?
what is the link between gratitude and increased self esteem?
The link is actually pretty sneaky. See, low self esteem makes you fixate on your flaws. Like you're already scanning for your limitations, right? But gratitude forces you to catalog all the things that work about you, whether that's that you're a good parent, you made someone laugh today, you showed up even when you didn't want to. It's like counter programming. Instead of dwelling on failures, you're actually noticing your accomplishments, even the quiet ones. And as you practice this more, you're essentially retraining yourself to focus on your strengths, not just your failures. You build evidence for yourself over time. I survived that crisis. I kept going when it sucked. Like how your brain works with new habits, it reshapes itself over time, makes you less anxious, more grounded in yourself. Does that track? I'm picturing it's practical for you teaching kids this, especially self esteem stuff.
Okay.
Lost connection again, or just gathering your thoughts. The conversations felt kind of one way on your side.
My next last question: how can practicing gratitude lead to long-term positive changes in mental health and outlook on life?
Okay, so here's the really fascinating part. Gratitude isn't like taking a pill. It's more like tending a garden. Each time you notice what's good, whether you journal it or just think about it walking down the street, you're creating these small neural pathways that rewire everything. You start seeing the world through this different lens where good stuff isn't accidental, it's actually something you're actively hunting for. Over time, this changes your default mode. You're less susceptible to stress, disappointment. They still hit, but you bounce back faster. You actually start craving gratitude moments, like that warm feeling when someone genuinely appreciates you. And you teach mindfulness to Yarny and connect in that moment. That's your brain saying, do more of this. You're basically building resilience as you go, layering gratitude on gratitude and until it's your natural filter optimistic instead of pessimistic, which makes everything brighter, even on bad days. But am I guessing? This stuff landing with you right now?
Yes, you are right. My time is over. Our discussion is so so long one too. So thank you so much for participate with me on this topic, discussion with me. So Allah Hafiz.
No worries. This was a real dive into some fascinating stuff. Take care, Mare. The neuroscience bits hit differently now.
Allah Hafiz.
Talk soon. Peace.